I think there's probably one moment where I've actually talked about Katt publicly, and this was when...
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
We were promoting Night School, and Tiffany was affected by some of the things you said, and it was more of a like support for her in that moment, and like some shots at him.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, I shouldn't even talk. I should never address him like, at all. I don't have to. What? Like, why? What will it do for me? What will I gain? There's no gain. So I look at everything from a business and economic standpoint. Like, if I'm investing in something, well, what is my return? What's the return on my investment? What's the return on my time? What's the return on my energy? What's the return on my investment? So that investment of self, words, dialogue brings me what? What? And if I can't answer that question, or if people around me can't answer that question, then it doesn't get an inklet of energy. So it has nothing to do with people feeling like they're above, people feeling like they're better. No, it has to do with a strong understanding of you and like yourself, level of awareness. Like I can check all these boxes, but to some, they want to take it or misconstrue it or twist it as, it's not my problem. It doesn't become my problem.
How does it feel knowing that you have achieved so much success that people think you're an industry plant?
I mean, it's the biggest compliment ever, right? You when you hear things like that, you gotta give a nod to common sense versus lack thereof. You know, I had a conversation with my daughter one day, and she was asking a question and like debating off of the hypothetical of if something was real versus not. And I said, you know, everything is researchable if you really want to know it. If people really care and you really want to know things, it's very easy to go do some research.
Absolutely.
And actually, beyond easy, it's like, it's dumb proof today. Like Google has it so dumb proof that you can actually type in the dumbest version of a question and Google will correct your question and give you the right side of your question with the options for you to go find the thing that you're looking for.
That's right.
So if you really give a shit, you can go and see. I mean, the industry plant conversation is what? What is it? What does that mean? Like when you really break that down,
it means that's why I want you to tell your story, and I'm glad it was the story. Like you said, the story's out there. People want to know. It means that somebody put you in this position, and pressed the button, and that's the guy.
So when I say what does that mean, like, what are we talking about?
Earlier today, Kevin Hart sat down in an interview with Charlemagne the God, and of course he was asked to speak on his issues with Katt Williams, as well as addressing these industry plant claims made by Katt earlier this year on Club Shay. Now, of course, as we all know, early this year, Katt Williams set the world on fire after sitting down with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay and name-dropping several comedians. Okay, as we all know, just about every comedian took to social media to give their reaction to this epic interview. And of course, some comedians even went as far as to challenge some of the comments made by Katt Williams, questioning the validity of some of the claims he made in his interview with Shannon Sharpe. However, in the end, this interview ended up being the most viewed interview of all time. Okay, whether you like Katt, dislike him, it's safe to say everyone was tuned in to hear what Katt had to say in this epic interview. Okay, like I said, this is one of one. We've had several guests on Club Shay, and none of them come close to what Katt Williams was able to do with, you know, his interview on Club Shay, as they all call it, the Katt Williams effect. And since then, Katt has been, you know, on a whole nother level. All right, of course, he's name dropped a lot of comedians along the way. Dave Chappelle went as far as to, you know, call out Katt and his approach, right, and how he went about speaking on several comedians. Dave, you know, accused Katt of being very divisive with his approach. Regardless, you know, Katt is out here making moves, man, and it's obvious. You know, he's he's making specific moves for a reason. Now, when when Katt decided to incorporate Kevin Hart's ex-wife Torrei Hart on tour, as well as incorporating Monique, who, for the record, has, you know, aired out her issues with Kevin Hart as well, it's clear, you know, Katt and Kevin are playing chess. They're making moves. You get what I mean? And for those who may not know, they're both starting their tour at the end of this year or going on to next year. And in Baltimore, March 28th, both Katt Williams and Kevin Hart will be headlining in Baltimore on their own tour. Now, I hear Kevin Hart, right, claiming accountability for the statements he made in this interview with Charlemagne, but I'm curious to know how sincere his statements are, saying that they both will be headlining their own tour in Baltimore on March 28th. Like I said, when it's all said and done, the industry definitely can use Katt Williams and Kevin on the same team versus competing against each other, because, again, both of these men are legends in their own right. Both, you know, superstars, box office. And let's be clear, the way the industry is moving, Hollywood isn't real gracious when it comes to our people within black culture. You're not seeing a lot of people get a lot of opportunities on the big screen. And in this interview with Charlemagne, Kevin Hart talked about owning, you get what I mean, his own content. And Katt Williams is of the same mindset. So I think, you know, hopefully, maybe it's just me, right? Maybe I'm having, you know, I have, what they say, hopeful thinking, that one day, you know, Katt and Kevin can smooth this and maybe pull off a Harlem Nights-esque type move, man. Because it's about time. You got so much talent in the industry waiting for the opportunities and shots. Meanwhile, everyone is trying to compete, right, and be winners on their own way, on their own terms, instead of coming together and pulling a major play, similar to how Eddie did with Richard Pryor and Harlem Nights. You know what I mean? So many talented names, legends in one movie. I think the industry, I think our people, it's about time we do for something like this, because in the end, where does the beefing lead us? You get what I mean? I get it. You know, Kevin and Katt, they don't have to work with each other, but I think they'll do much more damage working together than going against each other, man, because both provide opportunities, you know what I mean, for a lot of people. And just imagine if they put all of this beside them and go to tour or go on tour together. I mean, are you crazy? That's selling out regardless. I don't care what nobody said. If Katt and Kevin go on tour together, they're selling out. That's just me. You get what I mean? And again, there's certain things that probably happen that the public are not aware of. And, you know, I've been told that that'll never happen. But again, who's to say that Kevin and Katt can't somehow put an end to all of this and really give the people what they want? You know what I mean? But again, that's me. That's my thinking. Y'all let me know. Am I naive to think that, you know, maybe Kevin and Katt could one day work together and pull off a Harlem Nights type movie where we see a cast full of some of our favorite, most talented people? Because right now, yo, it's not looking good. Hollywood is not giving out those opportunities, which means more of our people have to step into the driver's seat and create their own content. But again, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Kevin's comments about Katt Williams and his industry plan claims in the sit-down interview with Charlemagne? Do you agree with some of his comments, or do you disagree? Also, do you agree with me when I say that they are, you know, better off working together than against each other? Do you agree when I make these claims, or do you disagree? Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But again, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is SenseiRip. Till next time. Peace.
Y'all know the MREC room etiquette. Peace. You now tuned in to MREC TV.
What if someone wasn't on protocol?
There are consequences.
The Knockout Kings of Comedy. This your boy, Reggie Curl, you know what I'm saying? This is my cousin, Stroncho, you know what I'm saying? We coming by.
No, I know me, old you fuck with lambskin condoms.
I ain't even want my man to eat my because I eat meat from Aldi's. The wrong with you? Aldi's, you should eat this. We don't know what the that meat is. No!
For real, I heard a nigga get in prison. That's not the part about it. The part about it is he had the audacity to ask me why I ain't helping him. I said, ain't no point in both of us get.
I step up, look him right in his eyes. He go to pat me down. Pop, 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 pop. $20, homeboy. I'm like, no sir.